It is time to pack away the crock pots in favor of some lighter dishes. Food and lifestyle expert Roni Proder is back here in the kitchen, and we're going to cook up a little healthier take on pork tenderloin, something we can do for a quick weeknight dinner, Roni, right?
Yeah, I think during the winter, we often go to pork shoulder and we braise it in the crock pot and it's delicious and we can use it as shredded barbecue tacos, whatever. But in the spring, we want everything to be lightened up. So instead, we're gonna do a pork tenderloin. It's really low in fat. This particular one has about 19 grams of protein per serving.
So good.
So you have something, this is what it looks like roasted, but you know, for me, with Dinner Reinvented, everything is about what shortcuts can I take that will not compromise the food. And I did this with tricolored carrots. We were talking before about tricolored carrots.
Right, in the last segment you told me all about tricolored carrots, which I didn't even know were a thing.
So I put them as a bed, and then I just popped the pork tenderloin on top and put it in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. And here's another great thing to make sure that you keep all of the moistness of the meat is, you know, we're gonna have a little wine.
Sure.
I like to open up.
He knows how to do it.
I like to open up a bottle of wine. This is a Sauvignon Blanc by Dark Horse, which is really an approachable wine. So I add a splash to the pan while I'm cooking it. So you get all of the white wine that you're going to be drinking already, and you get it infused into the pork and the carrots. It adds just that much more flavor.
Nice.
Okay, so that's dinner one night. Now let's reinvent it.
Now let's reinvent it.
So do you ever do a Cobb salad?
I've done a Cobb salad in a million years.
Well, maybe it's time.
Maybe it is time
to go back to it. Instead of the deli turkey or roasted turkey, why not cube half of this pork tenderloin and put it on top of a bed of lettuce, and you have tomatoes, you have a little bacon, you have some...
little gorgonzola?
Yes, and a little bit of avocado. You could also add, if you want even more protein, I don't know how you could add more, but if you wanted some chopped eggs, you could do that as well. Toss it with a vinaigrette, and then you have dinner. And with kids, you can portion each one of these out separately.
Yeah.
And then toss it together for the adults for a full meal.
Fantastic.
Right?
I like the bacon. I love the avocado.
Okay, so now let's make some street tacos.
Let's make some street. We're going to open up our own food truck right here in the Better Show kitchen. I love that.
We're going into business, JD. So what I did was I used mango salsa. So when you save time and use a pre-marinated pork tenderloin, you have a little extra time to do other prep work. So I made a mango salsa, and mangoes are coming into season right now in South America. So it's another great thing to pick up. It's going to be more affordable, less costly, and it adds a lot of vibrance.
And I like spring is a good time for like a mango salsa because it's lighter and it's got that nice tang to it.
Goes really well with that Sauvignon Blanc, by the way. So you're going to take corn tortilla.
Yes.
And this one is actually, go ahead, take it in your hand.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna add some of the pork tenderloin.
Right,
just slice it.
Just sliced it up.
And then you put whatever toppings you want. So would you like a little bit of mango salsa?
I would like it. Thank you very much for asking.
And I like having a bar so that you can choose whatever you want. Again, kids who are picky can dress their tacos however they want.
All kids. Well, not all kids,
but
certainly mine, yeah.
Some pico.
A little pico de gallo on there as well.
And a little
Do you make your own pico de gallo?
I do.
Cool.
I did because the tomatoes were so beautiful. So it depends on how much time you have.
Okay.
And we just put a little bit of shredded cabbage.
Okay.
You want to take a bite?
I do, and I'm afraid I'm going to be a huge mess everywhere. Hang on.
That's the point of street tacos. They're messy, they're delicious, but it's light, really flavorful, isn't it? I like that garlic and herb because it can translate to a lot of different dishes.
Yes, and I'm going to try it with
a light Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc. Boy, that's really good.
Yeah, it has a New
really
Zealand profile, but it's California. So it's approachable, it's light. Look how light the color is.
Yes, we also have some tortilla chips just for decoration.
Well,
or are we using those with our mango salsa as well?
We're using them for mango salsa. Okay, I'll dig into that.
I'm gonna have one more bite of my taco.
Okay.
That's really delicious. Now my mouth is full.
Wash it down with some wine.
One thing that people get nervous about with the pork is cooking it right.
Yes.
But not overcooking it.
Right.
Is it 165 for?
It's 145, you know, and I want to say that there are new federal guidelines because there's been no sign of illness connected to pork in so long that I think that fear, oftentimes we overcook it because we're so afraid of it.
Right, so we cook it to death and then it's all dry out.
Yeah, and then it's dried out. Although when you get something that's pre-marinated, you have a lot of the flavor and moistness that's retained.
Locked in.
But yeah, if you want, just use your thermometer and make sure that the internal temperature is right. check on it, but it's going to be pretty
But don't
hard to
overcook it.
mess it up.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
don't overcook it and don't overthink it. Don't overthink dinner. This is one way that you can just kind of reinvent and zhuzh up your dinner without having to think it and use the leftovers again.
I love it. Roni, thank you so much.
Cheers.